Welcome to LFC Transfer Hub. Arne Slot has already outlined Alexander Isak challenge as Liverpool faces Hugo Ekitike dilemma. Arne Slot did not sign Alexander Isak only for the short term, but his $169 million, $125 million transfer deadline day addition from Newcastle is yet to get going. In a period of transition for Liverpool, its new number 9 has been slowly brought up to speed. He then picked up an injury setback just when Slot said he was at a fitness level where he could be fairly judged, and now there is an international break. To say that his time at Anfield so far has been anything other than an up-and-down experience would be wrong, though there is no need to panic. He is very much already Premier League proven, and it would be a major surprise if things didn't eventually work out. In the coming weeks, though, as Liverpool faces a slightly less daunting fixture list that kicks off with the visit of Nottingham Forest, there is a selection dilemma for Slot to solve. In the here and now, with Liverpool currently 8th, it needs points. For that, Hugo Ekitike appears to be the best option, with Florian Wirtz and Mohamed Salah also having recently shown some signs of life. Fitting in Isak as well is, as much as it is a luxury problem, a bit of a headache. Playing both him and Ekitike together is possible, but that would require some reshaping of the system, and for someone else to miss out. Isak came in and had to do preseason inside the season, Slot said, ahead of the trip to Manchester City. You could say, why do you play him? But then he wouldn't be fit until the end of the season. We knew this before when we signed him, that it was going to take 3 to 6 months until he's up to his usual level. But if I never play him, I can't bring him to that level. That is the tricky balance that Slot faces. He needs a fully fit and firing Isak as soon as possible. He also needs to pick the best team for the here and now, which probably doesn't contain the Swede on current form. Don't expect him every single game 90 minutes on the pitch. That's definitely not going to happen in the upcoming weeks, Slot said in September. We've signed him not only for the upcoming 2 weeks. We've signed him for 6 years. This is what we have to keep in mind. That remains true, of course, but Liverpool will have to find a way of moving things forward. For now, Ekitike is the number 1. In the future, he and Isak might share the role or play together. Slot and Liverpool will have had a plan when the pair were brought in for big money. In the next month or so, we might be able to see it enacted for the first time. Liverpool, prepare. 88M bid for centre-back labelled one of the best in the world. Liverpool are reportedly lining up a major swoop for Inter Milan centre-back Alessandro Bastoni as they aim to strengthen their defensive options. The Reds have been left vulnerable at the back after Giovanni Leone's lengthy injury layoff and their unsuccessful chase of Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi, leading them to renew their focus on Bastoni as a potential solution. As reported by Mundo Deportivo, Liverpool are preparing an $88 million offer for the 26-year-old, who has been praised by Italian legend Giorgio Chiellini as one of the best defenders in the game. I know Alessandro well. He is one of the strongest central defenders around, and for me, he is among the best in the world, Chiellini said in 2023. He is a player that Italy will be able to count on for many years. He just needs to continue working and maintaining the desire to improve. A move for Bastoni could be attempted as soon as January, though Liverpool are reportedly willing to wait until the summer if required, a decision that might prove important considering Ibrahima Konate's uncertain future, with his current contract set to expire at the end of the season. Should the deal exceed $80 million, Alessandro Bastoni would become the most expensive defender of all time. Harry Maguire currently holds that distinction after his $80 million transfer from Leicester to Manchester United in 2019. Josko Gvardiol follows in second with his $77 million move from RB Leipzig to Manchester City in 2023, while Virgil van Dijk's $75 million transfer from Southampton to Liverpool in 2018 remains third on the list. Whether he truly merits such a price tag is open to discussion, but Bastoni's talent is undeniable. A calm left-footed defender, he blends power, composure, and refined distribution skills, making him an ideal fit for a possession-based team. A standout performer in Serie A, Bastoni has been included in the league's Team of the Year 3 times over the past 5 seasons. He was vital to Inter's title triumphs in 2020-21 and 2023-24 and played a major role in their journeys to the Champions League finals in both 2023 and 2025. Liverpool are in pressing need of defensive solidity after a shaky start to the campaign. Arne Slot's men have already conceded 17 goals in their opening 11 league fixtures, a sharp rise compared to the 6 they had allowed at the same point last season. Their defensive frailties have been compounded by a turbulent transfer window during which Trent Alexander-Arnold departed, and fullbacks Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, who have been unimpressive so far, were brought in. After spending more than $450 million on new arrivals, many feel that the flood of signings has contributed to their erratic and disjointed form. Whether spending big again will solve the issue remains uncertain. But if Bastoni performs as expected, Liverpool may find the investment entirely justified. Liverpool handed new VAR verdict as clear and obvious point made by ex-referee. Former Premier League referee Chris Foy has given his verdict on the contentious decision to disallow Virgil van Dijk's goal during Liverpool's 3-0 loss to Manchester City, stating there was not a clear and obvious error. The Reds thought they had leveled the score after Erling Haaland put City ahead, when Van Dijk nodded in Mohamed Salah's corner. However, celebrations were cut short as assistant referee Stuart Burt flagged Andy Robertson for obstructing Gianluigi Donnarumma's view from an offside position. Despite VAR reviewing the incident, it was decided that Burt's call was correct and the goal was disallowed, leading to visible frustration from the Liverpool players and their manager, Arne Slot. In fact, Slot expressed his anger in his post-match press conference, insisting it was obvious the wrong decision was made. On Monday, Liverpool reached out to Professional Game Match Officials Ltd, PGMOL, Chief Howard Webb to voice concerns about the disallowed goal. The Reds communicated to the referees' organization that they reject the notion that the decision to rule out the goal was subjective. Now, former Premier League official Foy has shared his perspective. While he admitted he would have preferred Van Dijk's goal to stand, he didn't believe there was a clear and obvious blunder. The decision is massively subjective, in my opinion, but not a clear and obvious error. Foy added, "When the ball is headed by Van Dijk, Robertson is standing almost in front of the goalkeeper. He then shifts to his left, shifts forward, and, with the ball about to strike him, he ducks out of the way and the ball ends up in the net. The goal is disallowed on field because the flag went up, but as we know, when goals are scored, they are automatically checked by VAR. To be in an offside position is not an offense in itself. It only matters when you become involved in active play." Robertson was penalized because he was deemed to have made an obvious action that impacted the ability of an opponent, in this case, Gianluigi Donnarumma, to play the ball. You can't say for sure whether or not Donnarumma would have got the ball, and for the video assistant referee, Michael Oliver, to overturn the on-field call, he has to have clear evidence that Donnarumma was not impacted. For a VAR intervention, you need clear evidence to overturn a decision, and there wasn't any.